So let's get to it. First of all, we're gonna start up in the front. I'm gonna show you guys a cool custom bumper that Evil Manufacturing made from La Habra down south LA area. After hanging out with the boys from Dirt Design and Terra Crew, I kind of want to do something different to my bumper. I wanted to make it somewhat of a pre-runner look, and this is what I got. Evil Manufacturing down in La Habra made a custom bumper for the Ram Power Wagon. For those that know, or don't know actually, the Power Wagon comes with a worn 12,000 pound winch. So I still want to be able to use that when I go off-road. That way I'm able to pull out any other Toyotas or any other, vehicles out there that might need some help. Basically, what I wanted was a pre-runner setup because I was tired of the old style bumper. It just looked too bulky from factory, and I just wanted to change it up. Do something that not a lot of Power Wagon owners do, and that is do a custom pre-runner front bumper. What we went ahead and did is we swapped out the cable that came originally with the winch. It was a steel cable, and we went ahead and replaced it with a worn synthetic rope. So this is a Factor 55 Fairlead, and we also went ahead and changed out the original hook that came with it and used a flat link, same thing by Factor 55. Moving on to the lights. With this truck, I've had various type of light brands, but the one that stuck out most to me has been KC Highlights. So currently I'm running their C3 pods on the bottom, which will be changed out soon for the Flex Era 3s once we get those in the mail, hopefully soon. These lights have been great, especially on the drive up here. It was extremely foggy. I kid you not, for about 2.5 hours of the drive, it was pure fog. So with the amber light, it helped out a lot. Now moving on to the top pillar light, I'm currently running KC Flex Era 4 light. So you can see it's really nice. It has 4 lights and it's extremely bright. It lights up the whole night, which I really enjoy. It also has an amber feature too, as a daylight running light, which is really neat, especially at nighttime too. Kind of matches with the top accent of the Rams. What you're looking at right now is our custom Synergy Fox 2.0 shocks, tuned specifically for the Power Wagon. This is a better ride than stock. I highly recommend if you want to look for any shocks or anything and you're on a budget at the time, go ahead and get these. Trust me, you will feel the difference on the ride. Although the Synergy kit has been amazing, it's been a great ride versus stock, the team over at Rogue Element are going to be upgrading to third suspension. So we'll be running a stage 5 for this Power Wagon. We're going to be running a 3.0 and a 2.5 for the shocks. I'm really excited about that, which means I'm going to be able to jump this beast. And it'll actually be really interesting to see if it holds up. I've seen all the videos of Thurin and everyone who runs his suspension, and I'm really impressed with that. So one of the biggest things that I've done to the truck, well, one of the things, is add white knuckle sliders. Probably has been the most helpful thing I've had on the truck. Obviously coming out here to the mountains, we have a bunch of rocks, and whenever I've slid on anything, these sliders have held up. They've been extremely great. They're made extremely well, and biggest thing too, they're made in America, which is really important. Moving on. What we got right here are some rims that I stole off a truck. So, Power Wagons, they come stock with Wranglers. I wasn't a big fan. First time going off, I hit a tree stump, ruined my sidewall. So we decided to upgrade to BF Goodrich KM3s. These tires have been amazing. So far on the snow, dirt, sand, they've done perfect. I've put approximately 10,000 plus miles so far, and they've held up great. No wear and tear at all. For 37s, they're great. Gas mileage as well, it's pretty good. And compared to my old tires I had, the highway noise is extremely low. You can't even hear anything at all, which is really great. Plus, Paired up with the KM3s, I'm currently running Method NV305s. They've been some pretty good wheels, but I kind of want to change it up as well. Once we get stage 5 set up from Thurin, I'm gonna need to run a different wheel just due to the offset. It's gonna be very important to clear 37s, also the shocks, and it'll just be a smoother ride as well. Currently, I'm also rubbing a little bit in the front when I turn either left or right, so having a different offset will help out a lot. So even to add more space, what I decided to do is add a Rhino Rack Pioneer platform to the top. I have one in the front, one on the back that's on top of the RSI. The cool thing about these Rhino Rack platforms is you're able to mount various things. I have an SKB box up here, my power tank here, shovel mounts, axe mount, and I can put anything else I want up here, which is really neat, which means more storage as well for you. As you've seen in plenty of videos before, this is our new RSI SmartCap. So kind of a bragging moment, but this is the first SmartCap that has been put on a Ram 2500 in the US, and it was used to do the prototype for various Rams out there. So if you have a SmartCap, you're welcome, guys. Cool thing about this is, un segundo. Well, since we're here, cool thing about it is it has locks that are really cool. You need a key, obviously. Boom. You have now easier access to reach inside, grab whatever you need, and close it up. Close it up. So it's been approximately, it's been about 1.5 years of owning this SmartCap, and I've been actually extremely pleased with it. I haven't had any water intrusion or much dust at all. Obviously the dust you see here, it's for me opening and closing it and being in dusty environments whenever it blows in. But other than that, when it's closed, it's completely dust-proof and waterproof. Some of the modifications I did inside were add some easier hooks for me to pull on since I'm not the tallest guy unless I wear some heels, and interior lighting as well, which is really neat. If I hit my alarm, they're just connected to my key fob and it turns on back here. So with this being the test fitment for the Ram 2500s, I'm actually currently waiting for the new updated version of the RSI SmartCap, which would actually fit the lines perfectly fine and won't leave kind of a gap on the sides. So we're actually looking forward to that. Currently, it's somewhere sitting on a boat. As you guys know, with COVID, it's messed up a lot of things, a lot of shipping times. So we just have to be patient and wait for that. But once we have that, it's gonna look really nice and really clean to match the lines perfectly fine. Now moving on to the really cool pieces that I have back here are my deck system and my bed slide. Basically, I have 2 drawers where I can fit anything I want. I have my recovery gear, I have my air tools back there, more recovery gear. I have my stove stuff, my lanterns, my Midland USA battery pack. Basically, you can put whatever you want in here. It's more storage for you to have, which means you have to bring less boxes, and it's waterproof as well, dust proof. With the deck system, it's actually really nice. You're able to run it even if you don't have a canopy or a top or anything like that. It's dust proof and it's waterproof as well. So all your gear will stay secure. Whenever I go hunting, I'm able to put my rifles in here, my bow, and feel totally secure with it. The latches are great. The neat feature with the deck system is it has rollers here, which makes it a breeze to pull out and put the drawers back in. And it can hold up to 2,000 pounds. So if you're into construction or have any dirt bikes or anything like that, you know it can take the beating. I'm really loving this bed slide 1000 CL. It's really easy to put stuff on top and close it up. Normally, if you don't have a bed slide, you have to crawl in your bed, crawl out, crawl in, crawl out, and over time it's a pain in the butt. So bed slide, so much easier to reach for whatever you want. If I want to grab my Blackstone, or if I need to grab my spare tire, my ladder for my Free Spirit tent, or even my rifle bag, it's within easy access. It has track, so as you can see, you can do it one-handed. With owning any lights, accessories like a fridge, you need a power source or something to turn on. So I decided to go with the S-Pod system, which lets me control everything I need. I'm able to turn on my pillar lights, my bottom lights, my comms. Makes it easy. They have different versions with the S-Pod. You have your switches, but I decided to go with the LCD screen since one, it looks better. And two, it's easier to access and work. You're able to pair it up with multiple S-Pods to run as many things as you want. Bonjour, je m'appelle comment Christian. Je suis en Shasta. French!